What is up, guys? This is Ace on the Dragon giving you another episode of the Lionheart podcast.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
All right, so in this episode of the Lionheart podcast, we're going to talk about NXT of May 18th. The show is pretty good, actually. I actually sat there and watched it. Like, I don't often sit. I can't. For some reason, when I watch Raw, I can't sit there and just watch the whole show. Same for SmackDown, but for NXT, I actually did it, and I actually enjoyed it. But let's talk about NXT. Let's talk about the first match. We had Austin Aries and I still can't pronounce this nigga name. Shinsuke Nakamura versus
Suki
Blake and
Nakamura.
Murphy. Yeah.
Uh,
They went against Blake and
man,
Murphy.
he has Nakamura. He has a move set.
And
That
Nakamura
man
has a.
fight.
I hope he be in 2K17 because if he do, I know 2K might give him a good ass move set. He has a really good move set. Like throughout the match, he was just throwing kicks around. I think the one that got pinned was Murphy. I think Murphy got pinned. He was just throwing kicks around. And at the end, when he was in attacking Austin Aries, but then I guess what's his name, Shinsuke. Yeah, I still can't pronounce it. But Shinsuke, he couldn't. Well, he was getting pumped up, and so at the end, he decided to run and hit his finisher, and that was it. That ended the whole match. But then at the end, Alexa Bliss, she got pissed off because she was like, okay, this is my first time watching NXT in a while, but I'm assuming this team hasn't really been winning that much. According to Alexa Bliss, she was like, I'm sick of the team losing, yada yada yada, and she just walked out on him pretty much. She just literally walked out on him, and then Blake looked at Murphy like he was crazy.
Left them high and dry.
Yep, she just left him high and dry. And she looked so pissed off when they lost. That face was ugh. And later during the show, like they had a little backstage segment, and Alexa was like, she's tired of carrying them on her back. She's tired of carrying 400 and some. She was pretty much saying she's tired of carrying both of them on her back, and she wanted to focus on the NXT Women's Championship.
Y'all
And she,
niggas is holding me down. I can't do this no more.
oh wow, and that she pretty much walked out, and they looked at each other face to face, and that's when they just moved on with the show. But Austin
Yep.
Aries and what's his name, Shinsuke, that's a pretty good team. Like if they're, I don't think they're an
Oh, he
official team, but if they were, that's a dominant combination right there.
Well, after Austin Aries tried to get that tag in, and he didn't tag him in, there seemed like there was, Austin Aries wasn't upset because they won, but at the same
Wait,
time,
hey,
he was
Dragon,
just like, why didn't you
hold that
tag me
thought
in?
1 second. Hey, get close to your mic.
Oh, my bad.
There
Hello?
we go. That's better. That's better. Go ahead. What you saying?
Okay, Austin Aries wasn't mad because they were able to pick up the win, but Nakamura, he was just like, why didn't you tag me in, man? I had my hand up. Share the sugar pretty much. But I mean, yeah, it would be a nice tag team. I can see it.
I hope you understood what Dragon said because it was kind of. But anyway, let's see. What happened after that? What was the second match on NXT? We had Carmella versus Peyton Royce. Um, the match was, it was pretty much back and forth. Peyton Royce, she went for this. I like this move she did. It was like it was kind of like the Three Amigos, but she kind of modified it. At the end, she turned it to a fisherman suplex. But at the end, Carmella, she ended up hitting this flatliner move, and she ended up doing an inverted, what is it called? The inverted triangle, and that move looked crazy. And
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming it's a new move.
It's kind of like what Sami Zayn did, but it's like times 10.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. It reminded me of the Kobe clutch when I first saw it, but it's like it was pretty much her version of it, kind of, and it's called the inverted triangle. It's pretty, and I'm glad she's still doing good without Enzo and Big Cass, cause like after watching that match, that pretty much showed. Well, for a long time, a lot of people pretty much knew she has potential on her own. To getting that NXT Women's Championship. She doesn't have to have Big Cass or Enzo on her back. She's still repping them, but she's pretty much on her own now. She's doing pretty good in my opinion. So
Yeah, she has a future in the company. I see
wow. Let's see.
it. She does.
Let's see what else we had. We had okay, they showed a highlight from Finn Balor and Samoa Joe signing a contract for the NXT Takeover on June 8th. That oh yeah,
I'm watching that.
this
I'm
match
watching
is
that.
gonna be intense for real, man. These two are fighting in a steel cage match. It's the first ever steel cage match on NXT. That's gonna be intense. Who you going for in that match, Dragon?
Yeah, I'm watching that. Man, sadly, I think I'm gonna pull up for Samoa Joe this week. I'm pulling for Samoa
Hey,
Joe.
Dragon, get closer to your mic.
You know, I said I'm pulling for Samoa Joe.
Okay. I honestly don't know who's gonna win. I want Joe to win. Yeah, I think Joe's gonna win. Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think Joe's gonna win. I don't think they're gonna let Finn Balor win it again. It's possible, but I just think Joe is gonna win.
I just think it's time for Finn Balor to move on to the main roster. That's
Hey,
all.
I heard a rumor he didn't want to go. He didn't want to go into the main roster yet because I guess he
Oh yeah,
wanted.
that rumor's true. He
Yeah,
said that
yeah.
he's not ready to move on.
Yeah, he's not ready to move on to the main roster. That's why he wanted to stay on NXT. But I mean, I'd have no problem with that, to be honest. As long as he's putting on some good matches, which I know he's probably gonna do, and I'm fine with that. Heck, a lot of people in. Heck, you got guys like Tyler Breeze and what's his name, Neville. Hell, most of their matches anyway was better off on NXT. So I kind of want Finn Balor to stay on NXT.
Go back to NXT, basically. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Go back to NXT.
yeah. But anyway, in the next match we had this is a new tag team actually. Tommaso Ciampa, I don't know if I said it right, and Johnny Gargano versus Rob Rising and Danny Burch. Now, Rob Rising and Danny Burch, they're pretty much like a local tag team in my opinion. They went against this new tag team of NXT, Tommaso and Johnny, and that match was just man. I haven't okay when I sat here and watched this match. Like when I used to watch TNA back then, I don't know if you guys might remember the Motor Machine Guns. I like how they used to always be quick with their moves, and they do all these different variations of tag team moves, and that's what they did in this match. They did a shitload of tag team moves, and they were just so quick. And when I see stuff like that, that keep me watching the show, and that's what kept me,
Oh,
watching
yeah, it was
NXT.
very interesting.
That was a good ass man. Yeah, they did all kinds of stuff. It's not even in my head right now, but I remember like they did all kinds of crazy stuff. I think they did this double knee. It was like a knee and the kick at the same time with someone head in the middle. It was crazy. But they ended up winning the match. It was a pretty good
Yeah,
match.
I would actually love to see that on 2K. I would love to see that on 2K.
Oh yeah. And all right, let's get into the main event: Nia Jax versus Bailey. Oh
Oh
man.
my gosh.
Whew. Man. If you want to
Oh
talk
my
about
gosh.
domination, you had and Nia Jax. She straight up destroyed Bailey. First off, well, Bailey she tried to come back, but it just didn't work. She attempt was pretty good, but it just didn't work. First off, at one point in the match, Bailey tried to put Nia Jax in the headlock, but Nia Jax she was like hell no. Nah. She just threw Bailey into that second turnbuckle. After that, I thought that was it, cause Bailey like she was straight up knocked out. I thought that was it, but then she kicked out. And then throughout the match, I think in the past, Bailey had she injured her arm or something like that, and Nia Jax was working on Bailey's arm throughout the whole match. She was doing leg drops on her arm. I think she did it's like a modified arm and body slam. Like you put their arm behind her back and body slam them or something like that. She was just working on that arm. And at one point, I think when Bailey reversed one of her moves, like her knee started acting up. And then referee was trying to check on her, and she was like, "Yeah, I can continue or whatever." And all of a sudden, Nia Jax just ran, and she gave her a big ass King Kong Bundy splash. And then she started working on that arm. I think she did something to her leg. Yeah, she leg dropped her leg, and after that, she just ran back to the rope and leg dropped her head, and that was it. Like she leg dropped right on top of like the back of her head, just
He had that
boom.
reverse Hulk Hogan.
Yep, that was it right there. That was it. She did that reverse leg drop, pretty much. She leg
And
dropped.
Hulk Hogan, he would have been proud.
Man, that was game. That was it. But hey,
That was
hey,
no
here,
hit.
here's what I gotta say about this whole Nia Jax thing. I like Nia Jax like as a wrestler because she's dominant, and WWE they need a dominant female. They have that, but they don't have that. Well, okay, you don't have a diva like Beth Phoenix. You don't have an Awesome Kong type diva. You don't have a China type diva. And what's her name? Nia Jax. Whenever she hit the main roster, I think she's gonna make an impact because they don't have
Like
that
I,
type of diva. Well,
yeah, I
woman.
didn't even know she was related to, the Rain the Rock Johnson. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
The Rock, I didn't know.
yeah, she's related to The Rock and the Usos. Yeah, they are related. I think The Rock's mom is her auntie. Yeah, The Rock's mom is her auntie, and The Rock is her cousin. Yeah. But Nia Jax, she a beast. Yeah, yeah. I think she got a big future ahead of her. She keep dominating people like that. Oh yeah. And I'm not sure if
Oh yeah, man.
what you're saying.
Like it's been a while since I've seen a woman like, with her size and her strength. She's very strong.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. She was man. I ain't gonna say manhandling. Well, she was handling Bailey like she was she was handling Bailey with so much strength. Like at one point, Bailey had her in the sleeper hole, and she just threw her off like with ease, and Bailey just slammed down in that mat like so hard. You heard the noise like ooh, like boom. It was just crazy.
Yeah, this really is gonna bring something different to the women's division.
I'm not sure if Nia Jax went against Asuka. Yeah, I want to see that match happen. I think that's gonna be a really good match. Nia Jax versus Asuka. Like Asuka's the current women's champion, by the way, Dragon. If you remember, the NXT Women's Champion. Yeah, she's the current NXT Women's
Yeah,
Champion.
you mean yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, if
When
they,
you said women's champion, I'm like, oh, when did Charlotte lose?
oh no, no, I say NXT. You probably didn't hear me because it might have been a connection issue or something. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That was the show. I can't wait. I'm actually excited for next week's show, man. I actually sat here and watched the whole thing, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it kept my attention. I'm not gonna lie, it really did kept my attention span going.
And that's something that just something I can't do with Raw and SmackDown. I can a little bit with Raw, but SmackDown, hell no, you tripping. I can't watch SmackDown. Boring. SmackDown is just boring. SmackDown is boring. But
It's pretty bad.
oh, anything else you want to say, Dragon? Cause you probably wanted to say some other stuff.
Not really, man.
Okay. You good?
I mean, just what's next for Bailey? I guess pretty much. That's like my only question. What's next for her? Knowing that she got destroyed tonight.
I'm not sure if Bailey's facing Asuka at the next takeover. She might be because they had a match for the championship, and she might end up getting a rematch for it. I guess she might have had it. Like I said, guys, I ain't watching NXT in a while, so I'm still trying to catch up. So, but she might be facing Asuka at the next takeover. What I really want to see is Nia Jax versus Asuka. That's gonna be a good match right there.
Whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
I think if that match did happen, I think Nia Jackson will take it home though.
Oh yeah. If Nia Jax become an NXT Women's Champion, oh yeah, she gonna dominate. She already she's dominating now. But with that championship, they're gonna make her look more dominant than she was, now. Than she is now.
They're gonna be, man. She's the Rock Blood. We gotta give her a title too.
Wait, say that again.
I said, Triple H, she's the Rock. She's the Rock Blood. We gotta give her a title.
Okay, guys, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. Dragon voice sound really low. Like something's going on. Wait, say that one more time, Dragon.
I said Triple H is gonna be like, she's the Rock Blood. We have to give her a title too.
Oh wow. But that's about it, guys. Wait, go ahead. What you saying?
I said, that's pretty much how a company works, though. She's gonna get that little push, because yeah, I'm not gonna say
I mean,
because we were family.
okay, guys. If y'all hear Drag, he pretty much was saying that she's gonna get that push eventually, just because she's related to The Rock, and her family might have had some successes in wrestling or whatever. I mean, man, if she wasn't, known for her size or whatever, I think she might have been treated possibly like the. I think she might have gotten the push eventually, but I think the thing that make her more dominant, not because she related to The Rock or whatever, it's because of what she can do in the ring and based off how she looked. Like she got the size for it to be that dominant diva, and she got the move set for it. But she probably been trained. She probably was trained
Yeah, that's
by.
true.
She probably was trained by like most of her family. Well, a few of her family members, like possibly The Rock, or she might have learned a couple of moves from the Usos. The list goes on. It could have been some other random wrestlers out there.
He could have been like, let me teach you how to do the people's elbow.
Hell no, she ain't finna do that. She gonna do a people's leg drop. That's what she gonna do. A people's leg drop.
People's legs.
Nah, yep. But well, that's about it, guys. Thank y'all for watching this podcast. Stay tuned for the next episode of the Lionheart podcast. We're probably gonna do the next episode on Raw, which will be Monday. So stay tuned for that, y'all. Wait. Extreme Rules this Sunday. So we gonna do Extreme Rules.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Extreme Rules. We gonna do that. We gonna do Extreme Rules on Raw next week and NXT as well. Maybe SmackDown. It depends if me and Dragon agree to do it. But thank y'all. And
We
it,
might do the spoilers,
yeah,
maybe.
maybe the spoilers. If you guys want the spoilers, if you guys want us to talk about SmackDown, just leave that in the comments because I don't mind doing it. It's based off. We're guys of the people. We're men of the people. So whatever y'all want, just comment down below. But thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all leave a like and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to Dragon channel. I'm gonna leave that in the description and subscribe to my channel too. Trying to hit that 2K sub soon. And thank y'all for watching. Peace.